This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
I am Boadu TV. I'm going to talk about so. Na asema ba. Yekuso jeni bi wo Koforidua. Basa ibi akoso ma yekuso jeni bi wo ho. Ei! Yase kuso jeni Koforidua fo. Mum pass ndwe. But there monim dia banka. Yebebo rem. Na Captain Smart said Kpandai enyeye NPP. Ebeni eni yapa se MP no wo ho no be lose because oyobia oye very good. Ojide mu NPP but NPP yi nama. Eti eden ya ne de obelusu ewo. Ai NPP NDC ankasa de ne wo mu. Kevin Captain say your friends afenyo mark na kasa kra no 2028 wan hwe ya obelusu. So wanye bibia afenyo wo lose. NPP NDC of support to ma hwe yi pa na isu wadwen because omo wo ho no mu isu madwen. Obehu mo so omo ko abanten oboa. Ekwa chiri wa mo ye baako. Enti isu wadwen.
Kpandai court na amma ruling say within 30 days yen rerun parliamentary elections no yen kwato aba no foforo na sitting MP no ho me pena sembruta honorable Nyidam. I love that man, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
In the days an NPP war position, no, he was the only Northern Region MP. Why in the name? Ni but Obebewura station bia. He became a regular panel on Adom. He became a regular panel on Asempa, because I think after maybe ba Adom foforo no na me ye Adom Asempa me nua kaba na ne hododo no nti me po anopa na makotena that time na me nika nti na your company car pick up na ya makotenam mani kuma na me bu seat na komachi na madaka anim kakra because me kofia wan hwa sembeba na masore fika na makoya asepa aka ho. And I think say parties ni mienu na wo Ghana no leaders e wo MPP ni NDC mu ina no kwanya ye faso a ye manage enipa eboa wo party wo munim. They don't have an idea, both NDC and the MPP. Enti obi tumi kum ne ho saa ye adwuma ma NDC, obi tumi kum ne ho saa ye adwuma ma MPP. Me no sese me yadantamu
sikanu fanu.
But usa womo bre 2000 elections Ghana for wo kuma se be ya tafo NDC ni guy bi edwane ye no mo ye mienu wo ko shares obi ceiling
wakanda
etin croford de womafu ena wo mo fa sekan ena wo de tire echechere sekan na no sei etu wo de wo ceiling ni mu a na wo nipa na moje esone. Yes. That time no na yenya ye wa asante na ye pese MPP ba power etina ya dwen se no de eye mrantie ni nya o mewi abanim eti ya tata won ba ko wi ene ka ba ko unim se sa akwa ne besi ne NDC pani bie na wakwakwa hwenda. From 2000 nyankopon nkuno adom nti wa man da sekan ne won to first eti oye wush o dane ne ho na se won sirem eti ohwe se de if he left right na ewo seal ni mu no oye na dwen so obesom because one yema obewu at the time omu yi no Otek FM and a co interview no nipa no ye Otek morning show me refini di okotena London kra it's akwa ne nsabienu ni na mu twitwae and I'm say oya ye mre ti ba ko so wo ne kwachi eti sini ni bu ye na mo menu na be gu from no na ba ko awu that time na obi afre aposifo eti tafo police for the dimirika e baaye na on be fa no koy onu G adawromenti wanwu that time na NDC for regional secretary bi your friend Sly Akekpovi no ye NDC regional secretary or ye Votarian and or ye regional secretary e wa Ashanti region onu ne etwa kwan saa woji edu be na Sly sikasa ah de no party this was lose election obi enfia branti 2009 almost saw Professor Mills in wie no na me okumase ya wa branti be okumase fe no anim sompem minim ba bi anim bo sompem wo na abranti ba ko so ho no so ye NDC ni fe no red ena ba ko kan wa fe no Moses wo mu miensa ena na asa wo bie phone line e wo kumase then times na wo ma giagiram ebo NDC hu dewuro ena Yakubu Toniedu be kan ho ena yenya lady ba ko bi ye no Gloria Clover ana no ye dwoso women organizer ono be kan ho no be ye 4 and then we had another guy be from sa akwaye o kan say yen youth e wo Ghana ha yititi se kubedu sa papa bi no abia bi no Katie Hammond constituency me refini din o be contest Katie Hammond no kura ba ni Lucia and ono so be kan ho no mo ye then we had another lady e wa Asokwa constituency I forgot nipa 2 wey dey me from the 4 wey dey be kai won din wo mo gisi mu santi wo mo ye o ma dwen say wo me raise funds asha branche no odaji 5 months then who sike dasa 2009 NDC ba power Penifo ko penifo ye NDC for ho Ashanti region say abranche still a obre ekuro ni wuyi mafia from 2000 ever see 2009 na what won samia guy na tom besi ne obi ani ho a obo abranche na nyash besi ne obi amwa no it happened in the NDC Honorable Abraham Osei Edu na oye majority leader no ye Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Government Business before no ye majority leader and na Honorable Osei Chairman Sabonsu and deputy time a J Kufuor be power Honorable Abraham Osei Edu aban sumano di Kufuor ti ye ne koi ye ko Kenya and a J nya call ye free Kenya na ye call London and a J nya call and ye free one ye call Holland and a J nya call and ye ba Togo hey ya Togo hey ya na to hye se akire ye campaign e won Honorable Abraham Osei Edu na chi Obia Mbua Honorable Abraham Osei Edu Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Government Business or a majority leader Obia Mbua no ye ni ba ye so party ni mu no na to hye siekire abai suma Abraham Osei Edu ko ECOWAS Parliament that time na ECOWAS Parliament afena efefe eba so they needed to be a brain Papa no wa being minim so that yasia. So I say, what want my number? They say, Mama is Abraham or say, say, Papa, what say? One day I want to interview you. Hey, Yeni Abraham or say, do echo Ivory Coast. Kufo kasa ya wo meeting na se wie ye no. Yes, sorry, I couldn't refi no no that na kunya so. So it took the former vice chancellor of the University of Ghana, Legon, Professor Asenso. So Professor Asenso tiasia. What the number friend no? Na guy say Captain Smart na ka asem we. Maybe the nyame ase odumbi ni adumbi nti me will retentive memory. That is my weapon. And I said so ko on hey. No kai say not ya konwa so. The referee was the program now ended. Eti, we're moving to Yamoussoukro. Me kai everything. You do you know. Ena, ya mami Gladys Asma. Me kai pa na Gladys Asma na no ho. That's how ya baba wa. I said, brother, na bas no ho. I said, sister, me ye juma on today. Me ye juma boa party. Na hwe me ye suma me ha. Aban suma me ha. Party suma me ha. But obiye ni ho a obo me abamba wo machi. Me constituency executive say wo hokra no ya to wo afiri me say meanwhile me boa Ghana. Me boa party. Enti enye ya se obia endwene me ho. Ana Gladys Asma. And I tell you, pam. Kojo Pieni was with us. And I said, okay. At the end said, yes, your Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Government Business is not happy. Also, you Obian can say, then I was yes, Obia Ties the Chi. Or no more ya buying any of mine edumano. Obia Ties in the Chia. Opeso 2 free in the city so. Yebedru Ghana. Na SSA play no Yebedru Ghana 9 p.m. But then you say weather nye me kai pa that time you were here be Ashanti region or that they my uko tu fabrempo na oka ho or a medical doctor me mondin no be amfa na ni bi dan ko sa so or that a medical doctor or that di hine no ya juma okoko clinic ti won amunim no mo fa sa ni din bi na di kan mawie it's a flight delay. I said 9 p.m. now you bedru Ghana no. You bedru 12 a.m. exactly. You see here no. I'm say on hine take conversation no. That's all you know. Na time for pane Alan John Kojo Chamaten. Ne body pa. Na Alan Chamaten so ka ho. Cause that time no na waba. No a minister of trade and industry and presidential special initiative. Make I Tony Alan Bokomono, no catch Alan said, go and tell the president. Befia, long story short, Edu NPP Prime Minister so Ewatema East, baby ana Honorable Abraham Osei Edua, na oye Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Government Business no Olusu Poto Emanatoshi. Adelai. Someone should tell me. Adelai. And wouldn't they see here? And my honorable say chain men sabonsu. Men are me the only chain in Ghana's politics. Ain't Station Bank read the interview. It was not to tell. They were right to be a friend Kwesi Asise. Very good. Now our Capital FM. There be your friend Capital FM, Capital Radio. Never Capital Radio 90 something I've forgotten. And a question sister interview honorable say chairman Sabonsu. And I say chairman Sabonsu can say we a palace school within the New Patriotic Party. Say Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and leader of government business. Partner to me and protecting no. Am I ye tuna se akonya. Osedu lusu poto. After so lusu ye no. And a NPP penny for friend they say we will compensate you. How can you compensate a member of parliament? Well, lusu primaries. I want to mean parliament be. I was at the castle. Mene koko so hene. Yes, why am ye koyo operation bi. Ye koyo operation bi wo baby. Mene koko so hene. That's how the friend kwakudua. No nya koko so hene. Yes, why me ye koyo operation bi e wo ho baby. Ye ba ya ye beto say Honorable Abraham or say do ne car park e wo castle anim ho. And we busit the corner chin why didn't say that car. I knew him. That's honorable. We hear more bayana. We are ready. I mean, myself and Coco Sohene, Asenso, and Bukari. Now your guy be a friend of Yaru, Mafia. So Jinaha, or Pim Lighty. Yaru. Nidi Pani reference at Bosso. Bosso means can you mean quiet or Kakoya Bassia? Umbon two and cock. Who try to second and cock? Who want to pen to a cock? Who yen day and fa? I dare back open another yen I bet quite no menka because Yaru that yes, no one fan yeno. And I'll say, Miraho, Ashime, me can't be. I didn't hear me ya. That time they been benefit from small boy danger. Cause I call like it wa ya woman could suffer near the me faha, na me ko, na me ba, say ya. Etitama, Peter McMenu, NPP chairman no. Oba Kumasi be campaign, that time no nyanya chairman, no yet campaign. I went to him. And I'm catching say look. Restaurant TV wo enye kavi. Ufi I want to run about kwa obefa won left to say I was so I've forgotten the name. I want to be sure and for we and I'm catching say Peter. What one day on what the year Abraham Osedu. Okay. I said, but that's a long thing. I'm saying it's long. Really? I'm to be there. Okay, to say what the way okay. I'm saying I'm to be there. Bisa Peter McMenu, the MP before the year. Then I'm person I can't pay. I am coming to say something. Because of the Kpandai court ruling. Hey, NPP left Kumi. Then I know what kwetia. Oh, woo, you know. Or the yaw ne woo. Hey, so would the NPP, would the NDC cheer for what dream year, Juma? Anya umbetu kokum. So there was something there can't say ya two kokuma out here. Kumi, he died out of pain. Hey, adia ye pa was assassin say pain, a suppressing, a depressing, a stressing. Fano Honorable Abraham Osedu, he made just one statement. I said, forever in my life, I would advise my children not to do politics, but to play politics. See, as someone Honorable Abraham Osedu can, no etema East MP, or say, forever in my life, I would advise my children not to do politics, but to play politics. He was left. Nobody protected him. So Tiasu, I don't know. Me papa no, my friend Ache, I don't even think I still have his contact on my phone. I say I can't obia or yeah, because that time backbin Bagbin was at his peak as minority leader. Bagbin. Ha! There was a day you do castle. Kojon Pieni, Papa Usu Ankuma, Papa Yodi, speaker, your friend say, Aaron Michael Kwe, Jay Kufo, Papa Usu Ankuma, Kojon Pieni, Aaron Michael Kwe, Mamia, or what, as Usu constituency, there is a table, and Papa Bako, obey AMA boss, Ejiri Blanksing. They're discussing Bagbin. I'm telling you, me Ghana politics, no me shall say when I was at age 12. It's me customer me can you say. Me more ding, date and time. To be producer from me Ghana politics, me Shatawale. Won't be beating me. Huh? They were discussing Bagbin. That how can just this man alone? We have majority. But I'm right here way. Or disturbing. What can we do? So they invited Honorable Abraham Osedu. So they sent Yaro. The Yaro I told you about. Yaro. Sawushemu pa ne kaze ne Yaro kasambata. Eti, woman swan say Kofre Abraham Osedu bra. Woman do parliament no papa no horo so kakra. What's the president what want me to do? If I leave now, something will not go well here in the parliament. So go and tell the president that I will come later. Can I tell you something? The very first time a president to be in here or work you may be a year parliament, what to car aqua parliament, Abraham Osedu was Jay Kufo. Let me close my iPad and tell you something this morning. Jay Kufo had nothing to do our parent, but he needed somebody to combat Bagbin. So he drove himself. Kufo a driver bruta. Papa na so stay bro so driver. We born sama mano. Abraham Osedu sat in the country. Could you the driver and fee car back couldn't bet in front or and on any actually. The Omoka the mante because the glass were up. Ye in a car no be a crowd nim say Jay Kufo na. Yes, I remember that time now MP we are one man poison the year when we Oh. Honorable Andy Apia Kubi, Otias Yui, Busano. Now, yes, so. And Papa na your friend Abraham say no pursue to shepherd to or see form no yet pursue to say or yet say and say asamo ho. And do ko rule parliament. That day bisa Bagbin tiasi onwui one number de busaro Bagbin so kasapa na Abraham Osedu sorry Mr. Speaker or Bagbin so kasapa Mr. Speaker bang eti parliament was here but no mo yem penifon to kwa bia ma ente say sa baby sia nkwala nketenkete omo wi paper yi na yi when we were here no there was a leadership meeting. I think it was Bejina Sechihiu sana Kufo first parliament no na right honorable Peter Alajete. Yes, it was not his time. It was Ebenezer Bejina Sechihius. Oye mean over 5 hours. No way. Because no you who Abraham Osedu sada. But the NPP Ejai Abraham Osedu man say. What did say? He became the only member of parliament. So they be free parliament. He man your friend saying S Gracia. He was the last person he tried S Gracia. It took him 1 year, 9 months.
Can you imagine?
He tried NPP S Gracia mano. So when Abraham said no that's yes bisano. Onu kwani S Gracia che. Because any simple so no padi we were highest akwa we. Ye ja hamosedu man say. Any for giants like Kepovi I was central I don't we na here tan time. Ye we break any voter range. Sly. Oh yeah, mon tell me this executive say think like Sly Kepovi yi I was central region. Sly na G NDC see ho I be new test sentiment. No what GNDC esini na so. Enu na ma ohine jekum eye ne fe sa igbe ni kura ya NDC wa shatere na bia santinim mekonda regional chairman. Onko do ko bodu ya nyina ka ho. Adelai what the other to nchen ha. There are so many Crawford at this time party mienu yachi NDC ni NPP yachi a omo ye nkwasiafo because omo ye nkwasiafo ye se me di o matemo bra wa sei he opani ye fen guzitano yai busanse NDC lose 2000 elections na bra what say someone should tell me Mr. Guzitano the NDC left him Okoka what it na omokwati NRP okwati political party what it Guzitano I remember very well in some of you have in Pesemeka there are certain things I don't want to say it maybe the Ghana politics when I was at age 12 and penny be all Ghana politics in one nebia more the history
that little boy.
What's it?
I was that little boy.
Yes, I was that little boy. That little boy. That's a hard. Don't worry about not doing it. Why are you? See, Guzitano won't take a man quote NRP. And what you know, NDC forum one national chairman be Obed Yao Asamoah. NDC for a Congress. I will Koforidua. Papa Penia. Nsuo si nchen na onum Johnson de papa yi ya ma Obedi yaw Asamoah nsore ankodwo nso ma ne Johnson ne ho Adelai na oye foreign affairs minister under JJ Rawlings then no Obedi yaw Asamoah pe nye national chairman ke what na se ama ne Johnson ne ho Womo said that say man sorry. How? Papa Penny say. It is with the party here. My that is why Honorable Abraham said say, forever in my life, I would advise my children not to do politics, but to play politics. Because politics is a game. Then Obadiah was someone from here. Wouldn't my maybe a friend Cecilia Johnson? What in dinner now? Or anything? What my be a friend? Faustina Nelson da. Okay. Madame Faustina Nelson. Tell me. Rawlings my yetchin 8 times, but still all end this day. Yes, you are called this a limano. Say, when you say, den. And that's a CIA crano. Maybe your tear, and the oye. But we say, and this year was a say crano. For Sinanas on my day. I'm the first Sinanas and yet.
Canabo.
May the class send you, right? It's a mean way, battle. Now, what's your say? Because I've told you, said the man was a regular panel on my show on Adom and a regular panel on my show on Asempa. Kiki, Fosina Nancy says, oh, my name. Yeah, Mammy Fosina Nancy. So what has him what? I know.
What yes?
Oh, Fosina Nancy, my name. Onuni Oba, hey, let me tell you something. In 2000 general elections, one na one more list so Say we will do them in Oba no kan ye for Nelson. Ye ba power 2001 7 January. Nipa no ye Oba, ni e pese ye ye bibi. For Nelson. Na in this city abem. But they needed people who met me at time when Japade Aquaton Abo party for Nelson. Bisano. So I mean I don't know whether she's alive or not. I don't know. Mumisano. So at a point, Tama Jacob Echebilamte, a chief of staff. I said about 10 years, so it is declassified. But the end of 10, they still remain classified. Eti ye tata my madam so oti ase mi come away. Now obi friend na bisa na sasama me ba bekan. Mafia obayiye e wo kuma se yo krobi o ashanti je fa found. Woni faade. Aha. Faade man ponten. Obayiye e wo ho.
Bonica.
Yeah, tata, mamisa, madam, so what's here? Tell somebody what I'm saying if it's a lie. Yeah, tata, mamia from Father Man Ponte, sir, but we're here. Bro, no, what Tafun Chem, when we're here. One way, I'm winning me. And we have winning me, pa, and we are winning me, pa. Ever do it. It's about me say that see here. So koto akuaba. So the only akuaba.
No mudi via no.
Je adema biasene no. Carvings. Men kind of bro for nchira what koto. Obo koto he. Cause then there was danger. Bisa. Ye din tete. Say wudu tafo akwa me nkoma bro sign no. Wutimi fa left to say no what yes bokrum F line, no what yes A line, B line, no what go more airport runabout, no what ko fan say, na what ko pie baby filling station bi wo ho, baby iron bet wo no. Your phone say ofokrum ya ano wo mu wo ho. Any catch yaro say, ma me na branch ba traffic na si. So yaro should move. Ne yaro movie here. Baby, I never from A line say A lango say there no. Yes, I want to saw baby share mama. Mama ni tinkwa. Bisa for Nelson. No bianco kunu, obianco prano. Yes, you hunu prano. Mijidi yes or take card mu. Na na wodi akura dissipate. But say I no ka say. Minim the NDC for year for Nelson. I don't know. I don't want to know. Ebia. Say kurano. Omo fa ne nyehwe. I maybe omo fa ne nyehwe. I don't know. So I don't want to say anything. But that was not the first thing I did for Nelson. Mami bi Akufo-Addo be di president a. Oye no gas cylinder CEO no. Francis Asiam. Bisa Francis Asiam. And then the manager in this.
No, you're wild.
Francis Asiam, no, you're wild.
Hey.
Yeah, the some quiet Kwame Dokonoso. I'm telling you something. Maybe Kpandai Captain, but I know what I'm saying. Person would take Ghana politics and I say, I'm a say, what the political party here? Pacho, don't do politics. Play politics. Because politics is a game. There's a referee, there are linesmen, there are match commissioners. Currently, there's a VAR in politics. But getting yet Juma, Neja Jibino of your what do I come at? Na politics. Ube woo unyake. Bisa Francis said, Mammy don't know him. I can't wait. Nipa do won kra no wa hoden won sika wanim de wani onyam munyansa edi NDC ni NPP achi no omi na aye nkwasiafo oh no wala sabe bi o na bala boy say
king of morning shows
obi o to turn school ye edi sika Emma NDC say Munje Monfire campaign or town school while I sabe you. Or Tiasa no Ujebi. Or Tiasi. Monfred says Busano. Because time I didn't hear a son. 94 years car. What to call? Because now UK and US FJ Kufo. Compare Rollins view. Omo pe NDC, mama kan sanya Rollins, omo pe NDC view. Enti baby, omo police ke na no mama okoloko. It took wala sa baby o. And o town school. Nyash, o town school. E di sika na my NDC. Say I'm checking abrabo. O kope DC kura ya mfama no. Kope DC wa mfama. Then I'm pesemeka. Kpandai MP but you need them. Tema akanfo infante asante ekwapem ebo edwani campaign no na tani no na ye campaign my NPP
Captain Smart
tani no
shows.
NPP failed to protect him, but that NPP protected back then. There was a day. Me a person back with no ye Nandoli Kalio. Me kaipao Nandoli Kalio. Ya ye ready. 2004 we set myself Koforidua no be kokoso hene Yaro and others who were detailed make sure back bin be lose seat no. And then me can't so much na one. Tis a with the party a chia. My dream no yet manager Jimino. On your marks, get set, ready, P, yeah, two. Oh. Krona drew before Suhum ya from saying. Krobi ho drew before Suhum. And I call by and say we should return. Who is ordering?
Sorry.
That we should return.
Sorry.
That call came from the national security. Return.
What is your name?
And then we came back to Accra.
What is your name?
Yabaya Unim. The information was that Bagman must win.
Honorable member, I could.
NPP now power. TMA. NPP now power. Bagman must win. And come back to Parliament.
I couldn't get. What is your name?
Ready? Everybody didn't know how the end. Also, man, he can lose. It doesn't spoil anything. And do I be 10 minutes supposed to need honorable Bagman to Koya? Where you no imagine one hotel room, no matter how. But I couldn't mean him say, I'm going to no matter. I don't know. I'm really asking.
Oh.
Eti oni aswa yen JB the room nie me room nie na me JB say you better down back.
Oh.
And na back na kan ye dey. Me I don't know what they were using that room for.
And the law.
I'm only saying
the law.
Bisa Bagbin. Eti edu baby no. Ah? I kwa
Captain Smart.
so with the NDC and NPP achia. Ma what dream ye adwuma. Do not do politics. Play politics. Because politics is like soccer. It's like football. You're a linesman. You're referees. You're match commissioners. You're currently, Jamie Mufran say, VAR.
He is smart.
Kpandai MP matter. The NPP left him alone. I'm telling you today.
Oh.
Hey, let me be a friend of Fiakutu. Oware, binding. I know your MP, and this is a deputy, who's a national organizer. I think deputy organizer. Okomaslog. Okomaslog as deputy CEO. Beside the NPP for the year. Edu be no mean to mean can word no. But so the sound word no to obaswa. Show am papa when
Morning shows.
No dia. Woman the fresh yakuto. They watched her set a trap for a fiakoto. She fell into the trap and they started castigating her.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, two about we no. Me tell me friend NPP MPC me answer say. Kpandai, yes, easy declare papa say one winning. But there's danger. So start working on it. When you must say NPP MPC catch me, call him and advise him. Now I say, you think I'm a fool? Because minim say be court.
Oh.
Why you careful? Why you be court? Ako yi me a dance here.
Oh.
You from a dance here na man kwa. You be sopi na me. Ti me nka, ti manka. Anka. Me Ghana elections. Hey, would you deal? A woman sam. Seven F's in Chemia or Chem so when you pet a Chemi. Me say Ghana elections in chain present a beauty TV in radio so. Wow, be man bra.
Smart.
It's not two machine ni muno. Entry train ni beto. I saw Kpandai there will be trouble. So yesterday, me fi na me catch now.
It's a by-election.
Me say by-election ba. Na ye by-election ya na ye wuo. Wo a wutie me nra no pa no, wan tie ase. I knew what I was saying. Because some in himself, Kpandai, you have by-election. Akatu. And when you wo, Akatu. Eh? Every before me. Some of them say, me.
Oh.
Must say, you charm. Mutis no more pampaso. My real nene. Okwadu, me na me kuro no.
Oh.
Eh, someone ya careful, ebe do 2028 wo. Wo msi tire say. 80 say. 80. 88. There be 88. Train. Oh, train. Ah, me dem make 88. Kumi ati afrim. Zaka 87. Kpandai obefrim. Ebeka 86. Na ka 2. Eh? New Patriotic Party. Ma me nka sem we ntrabo. But you say, mo ya lawyer for munim nyansa. I can tell you on authority 80% of mpanifo di party ni mo nyansa wo for mo check in the garden for. Omo ni gu omo hu. Nyansa pa e party. Omo ni bi. Ah. Benin san obi a. Mafia. Fa fifia be court tena be bia oti. Na fa lawyer Justin Kodu abetna. Na fa topic to as on discuss it.
Oh.
Busy.
Sorry, you lost the elections.
You lost the elections.
But because you saw court go defend.
Court to bear.
Of course, all kasa.
Once we the case di bimda. That's good also court akodi case di bimda. Me and my contact no also we the case di bimda.
Akonta Jaisa.
I don't even sound.
Jaisa.
Me Jaisa, you see politics wo it's a game. Fifi ave court ti baby awutie. Na Justin Kodu ate ha.
He is smart.
Na ye ka GDP. Justin Kodu obetumi aka den.
Oh.
Den obetumi aka.
Oh.
But for Fifi ave court ti baby awutie. Na for Dan Kwakubo twe. Eta baby ametie.
Oh.
But who say yes? And I'm a
sorry, you lost.
we be can. Okay. For I said dun ketia. Me fili I said dun ketia bruta baby wunim. I said dun ketia. Wunim say Rollins in the chi ebu.
But you also.
Rollins aje pen ni paper. Ya can't say kwam no. Kwam na ne ato hwa na ye pen no. Penny no, whichever way. Do you local government expect no? Enemy says Dr. Mary Grant. I can't say pa ye ma won ka speech a ye ntro ye. Yes. Hey Rollins won who kwa. Oh mre chem.
Captain Smart.
Me ye microphone. Say we ye kuta me. We ade we ya me yi. Yeah, me kasa ote. Ha? Ade we ya me yi. We free me ho a.
He is smart.
My strength is the microphone.
He is the
It's Rollins, I said draft to me. With the officer or cano, my bullet point. I said, look at our no deputy minister of agriculture, I said, can I kuntu?
I'm in trouble.
Now I said, look at kuntu, no more than a chia table, no Rollins, and now or throw on a chi. Are they lie? Tell me if I'm lying. For I said, don't get every time I come so. Never 17, travel be a theater water. Yeah, can't NPP executive so. Me doing 17 bedroom surgeon son. And yes, 17 when you answer, hey, papa don't want bing. Hey, minimum 17. So when you make catch minimum pa. Now the bracket why me producer Asamoah. And strategically, you should have Asamoah so me produce me NPP adwuma. But 17. I am national chairman. Say and Sasano. But I say, I didn't fear baby or Tenefa. I said, don't get your better. And one number who say yes. Say politics, no, a game. And your business. Say, see, if I had a busy. That's not baby. I fear to go to you. I fear to go baby or Tifa Hannah Bisu. Dr. Hannah Bisu. Father, what now? Every people want to come here.
Yeah, the same.
How comes it?
That would that.
Get them first. What time baby? I'm saying. Never topic to say yanka GDP.
Kangala.
Oh, no, but who's Ajala?
He is smart.
Are you?
He is the best. Captain Smart is the
Who's Atasa? Every.
Captain Smart.
It's politics, you know. It's a game. It's not a business.
He is smart.
Learn how to bribe the referee
He is the best.
to whistle on your behalf. Politics. It's a game. It's not a business. Because business are rudiments. But game, dear, in any means or way, if you want to win, you must win. It's not Ghana. I bet depend any team back. We share 52 goals. Abba. I bet depend any team. Nania FC. Any team back. Mafia we share. We share go 5 seconds. Yeah, possible no be a gonna goalkeeper natural when you ball to pool. That is politics.
Captain Smart.
NPP left
Of morning
the
show.
Kpandai MP all alone to himself.
He is smart. He is unique.
Huh?
He is the
I feel like it.
Captain Smart is the
You are on the way losing. Huh? Me elections come for. Me can't say me chowa. Upa fa, upa jai.
Rosie.
I did you work some way wrong. Some people before I 2028. I feel your markets may lose support.
MPP biara.
One the radio presenter be kwa kutu.
Razi. Razi.
Patro enyemia.
Razi.
Too serious.
Me enyemia.
Razi.
But one the radio presenter ne be kwa kutu afenyo your markets.
Razi.
Ne pa so ekoko.
Razi.
One the ne be tu sanwa.
Razi.
Eh? When you be a we a lawyer. No be only master's degree, no 2.
Razi.
And no na ma say. NDC 14 na why you ha. Emma Baba Jamal no a lawyer. I'm say ya, mona mo say so hairdresser. Okotuba Baba Jamal.
Razi.
If you say I say could do parliament to be camera for so you are a sir.
Razi. My MPP biara.
Mr. Speaker, you are a sir.
Razi.
But not lawyer no 2. Because politics are your business.
Razi.
Honorable Martin, you go home. I'm telling you. We party that on where we
Razi.
also we penny.
Razi. My MPP biara. Onya
Martin, party that on where we and you know.
the tinapa ni mumbio. Tinapa ni mumbio.
And then the bad know. And you know. Yeah.
Captain Smart.
NPP wo. See to me no central region. Oh, yeah, careful.
Tinapa ni mumbio.
Also for the very first time, NDC for Nyedede. So I realize here, NDC communicators are more loud in Akrandia of the system. What realizes are here? I think the NDC for take game nasi. Eti womo boninya. Until after Christmas, easy boss meko.
Captain Smart.
The law is the law.
OSP beko.
Oh.
Oh no, OSP obeko. Obeko fine. On the corner befe. One shall call no abeka say adwuma na mare. Monje. Obeko. Hwe emra yemfanya politics. Jay for the catch me or say, son, say yes, daddy. Never use the law as part of your strategy. Use the minds of the people and ask them to follow you.
And the law is the law is the law.
When you have them behind you, the law becomes rubbish.
And
because
the
the Constitution is not a fetish.
And the law
is
the law is the law.
Indeed, Emrana wokrom hanu ye adwuma pam Emrana ye adwuma. Mafia, then tina yetimi court, high court, appeals court. It be the injunction to danya yes so. And so anadwona yesi. Yesi we are the same court na baka just say yesi we dia. Yentimi release ye mungu. Hey Ghana.
Is the law is the law.
But what's what make him wanna? Hey, look, majority of us don't learn, we yearn. And learning is earning. And yearning is yearning.
All of us.
Let me tell you, in the school, 90% are a baller. Practical and experience is the key to a successful life. It's a blabber on a mafia, it's a mobile phone. I mean, can't say me, Joe. You're on Koforidua or one better life when we a missed call. There are people who should remain missed calls in your life. And you choose when to respond, when to return the call. Some Koforidua we a missed call for no. They wish you are missed of the system. Yeah, we are the battery in the phone. Niyamu can work training. Mobile phone, battery no. It's the charge now to 100%. But once another battery now, for Mobian. Yeah, life more. In politics, when we have mobile phone, battery no. We do charge and feed to our battery now start to say bafom. Some for more life no we mobile phone battery no. When we ya ka ba wa ho den asa.
Banana.
Eh? Yeah, unwanted but kept contacts. Young Koforidua life from politics man. They are unwanted, but you are still keeping them. It's a for phone. Number be your phone so about 6 months you won't fret or no some fret with that. Why is the number still on your phone?
That's 17.
Your phone here kutai. Number be on my phone so about 3 years ni. Men fret that. Or no fret me that. It's number that here then on my phone so. Ya woni pedi wa bra bomo a. So omo wo a en shama. Omo free mu a en tosi. Omo na wo phone so a omo fret omo da no. You don't need them, but you can't clear them. In politics, you need a live wire. You need a charger. Mobile phone be our charging.
When
Charger, no. When you are going down, it gives you energy. While more dear son, you connect your charger. That charger, no. A power battery, no. Na battery no enya hoden afa busa me say na charger no the share baby a power wo nti say we political party no joke with power you are a fool. the NDC they don't love power. About we are doing on power.
DNC.
Now our party, original executives, constituency executives, Omusu, na ateho. Now we show Omemu lusu election of her, mafia. Political party yo power no. I would do charge and be shame no. One work from home.
When
And that Kpandai MP Obeko. Ajim Pabuakasi stepping in. And yes, I'm at you them. You are going. He's a lawyer. Why you go?
Mami water.
Ukop was say anyway. And to Mami water on see.
Mami water.
Okay. It is a wood the political party here. My Jane Juma. Well, sir, so I realize here. One NDC actually almost say no more NPP before no. Don't know say Dom Kobo Chenku. I said we saw them. Former National Service boss. MPs, ministers, ekwane ho. Koka chen say, ye dem akwada we, akwotu sinchem, you know koko bot.
Wait.
No way. Ye dem akwada we akwotu gomo attachment DC, what am call primary. Gomo attachment DC.
Le.
Yini fi ho,
When
fa no concepts.
Number 2
Sa papa yi say ya me no ka say, ya che no odem opebel. Obianko Belino.
Number 2
Hey.
What's it? Politics is a game. It is not a business. You must understand it. How to play this rubbish game.
Hey, sister, back on the one bill.
Worry. Give to your worry.
When
See you know.
I don't know.
My men shower there. My true email be on. Echo my Israel company be. It's not a man's story no. Yes, say. National security equipment be a. SSA a bagana ha. Equipment no ama. Nti Attorney General do be a kojina court say yemfa ntum.
Wait.
Attorney General hunyansa ntro company ni say equipment no e buy.
Na the
Yetuaka awie. Mo Attorney General says here or share politics as business but not a game. So he will fail. Ayeni will fail. When you care for the next racial for Mahama Bepam no pa en Toronto.
I would not.
I'm telling you today.
You sure na narrow?
Me ana me throw letter. David my HR.
When
And time I say shema me some bro for da. Because me the People's University of Apam Secondary. O shema no say good. Woso na me woso.
wait.
Be na wotwe nensani. Afa na Israeli company no. I responded. So what the idea ne buy. Yetua carry.
Ojai.
Aban kra sam mo contractor. Mo na service equipment no. This Attorney General catch us say idea na ma.
Na the far.
Na dey go go Baba Kamara warehouse. Oh,
Na the far.
Baba Kamara only this. No say Baba Kamara.
And here you go program.
You know what is happening? Politics is not a business. It's a game. It's not about you them. Ya. So be lose seat.
Razi.
Because who by election there, why have vice president in Abeba ho?
Razi.
Who be lose? I said don't get Abeba ho.
Razi.
Fifi ave court Abeba, who be lose?
Razi.
NDC chief executives ni nyina no mbaba beje be ye ho aboso be na wotwe miensa. Kewo who be lose?
Razi.
Appeal ni the stay of execution.
Razi.
Judge now man ruling say yenko ye rerun no. On one of this stay na consider in bra obeto atwene.
Razi.
But your party no na ayo sa.
Razi.
Enti abusuan try nyame ya adoma me kan email no. Me try omo respond here. Omo di aba. And I want you to know, say, Honorable Abraham Oseyedu, I can say me say, forever in my life, I would advise my children not to do politics, but to play politics. Say, yeah, me to who pay me phone lines. Say, you're starting free every constituency in Ghana. Say, NDC for one of some wabem, no executives in the fray. And one of the regional women organizer, unya party will be jaicha.
Who born dog? Who born dog?
I have said this and I want to repeat. That very fine, good man who doesn't care anymore was once a man who cared too much. That fine young man who doesn't care anymore was once a man who cared too much.
Number 2
Basa ye bia koso Koforidua masoja ni bia frem. Ewo ho ti mayenko ahoma no so na fe nyomonko ma me wotime nka ma che. Morning na bibia mo kode e. Asema o. Eti mon check it. Emaye na fe intimi ene no entoaso yeguso aye prepare no share so obedi abedi ne yese de wonim dada no ebeti esim se kukuro Ivan amaye nkura no bebe aponche bako mo bag be inum ma me wote me nka ma che mo na wo se enye boko de na ekoso.
Captain, I said last week, Saturday, in week, and it is alleged, sir, so the needy about she had war, sir, of the dying, yet the phone be hooker, na a two kasai. I am a Felipe upon in terms of what you phone is a a two kasai, and I saw the needy, it is alleged, you need to so Jenny and our new so Jenny. You see, oh, no, the Pochepa panel. And last week, you want to when to me answer the dear Papano, or who will report to you. And he says, and none of your one, I see what Sopadebaso, when I hear you. Oh, my Payama is Mumu, Nana much have the beer that, and you do she, and you did before. Captain Abaya, then you have the money that one pack. I hear you in so. Emma, now you're in some you're in the funeral. Not just say, I have system captain, I will see I boa, the dear still see you no. I am you also for the jasso. See, I said the Bahan, me can't tell me.
You're trying to tear free, so you're trying to send me in a free so.
And you're in the Bema come.
Oh, no, sir, rich murder.
Now, Mubusam, you're so free him or better in mobile phone car.
I'm set of crying, and crying or what? And not bad, the dear Sopadebaso, and the bishop for your while, I didn't want. And so, but see, the D and put. The D and so back. You see, I understand. Or for Danka, you nim cacro. You see, I feel phone cut and a tuakasa. I'm on the team.
And see, why na free mono? There, see, or yes, so Jenny or better in Canada, Yabo to room and a free miana.
But so I, of course, see, one out for Danka, and a papa now, and send a banner phone. Or toy a one first can ma phone round. Papa na boni choku. No.
Na papa no mo be che no wabafie and order them.
Order them. Omo de no omo bono wan che de bi emu ni da. Nti ene ebusuafo yi paye no na emu no I beg you. Am I ko ba papa de o da gala we. Ne man nyina atwane afifie omo che ne yire ba ne yire omo so na o da duro so. On the new who don't know the idea that people know who have no. If you need to move Jan, so breaky, as I saw the grocery. Wow,
Mammy, that's it. Ye be there.
But that's the captain. But you.
Yeah, that's oh. Anyway.
Captain. Yes, more.
I say, a near mammy.
We at time now, I'm saying, no more cautious, baby. A muno edano. Number down, can I win be so I bomb too?
I think
Captain, I say, common
some now can insist
so much
because of a bonny the tier free so so I think that they should get a story right now or can what sort of we see a canon. I at the seminar report
or the artisan.
Yes, because some now can yabo be too the tin so then send so your fans and the bear so
born to you no
so you see
I don't also happen.
Yes.
Obey no ka ofie. Na maintain ho ase bae ne wa boni tu.
Making look like
I am say or no koto ba bi mpo a menim de nti a ehonom no opan unity ne ne nan o se ne self so.
Some na mo kan sisi so.
Mami o kan bibia na ye ana suna osu. For the BCB, Yabema Maswate, Yabe try say, you be dear, Jena Fay, Yetimiama, Mate de Becoso, Inina, no do about Pawnsema, Eduasa. And as a dear, your tree was the PC in Kakranka. Now, Yetimi who said the Bobisi Adaho, na Yababe Bomu Amani, T. Embo Dubi, you dear, Omonia saw be showed in TV news, you know. Now, I'm going to move at the bebro. Me who said now be me on phone, so maybe we always walk on.
Captain, NPP for Ben numbers, Tiani as what it you. Tiani as what it by the time I ever to about the now, I can be too.
Now stand out here. Who pamabo?
I say, and right, that's sorry. But you say, I caught I really say, Kpandai elections, no, yen sign yet rerun. Say, I be rerun, dear, not just a nipana or who is here, you know, or near MP, no. I say, on team, I saw a fine MP.
Or say, Debbie, and to say about 2 abandoned, you know.
Say so on your MP.
Now,
say, Uncle say, I can say on your MP. No, on your aspirant, so because say, you have a call, I now, a be a best of conducting primary.
Many shows and a party by your primary, so no one ever call.
And India, you may jam a party, no. But on your aspirant, into on your honorable.
There be honorable.
Say on your honorable.
There be so when you're the first term, see, once honorable. Where the MP be there?
Yeah. But you see, Captain, I did back one, Rameti, na AMA, say. We say elections near Ayako. But Mestre say, na say, oh, Gina for elections are because of investment are a community. Na Jens Vinya Boteka Kana. Easy no so no enye na dwuma yi because with investment echo mu nyina no ye to awie yi how many months di 11 months mu di na say court ebeka say yensane run elections no a kira say waboka to agu wantimi ante woka 11 months di enye enough say ebia bibia na wo hwehwe won sabetimi de won sabetimi aka ba o hwe ne course e wo Kpandai hormone so a breach even natural justice dem pa na be timi ama elections ye nyina ye yakọ elections na ba bia say ye declare elections no yanyan wo ho na ya kukuru di akọ bi foforo ye ni be ba ye ho so no na fa ba ko a na onu wom oni ho but o le ma declare elections e de ama obi ahu se emra kura ni hɔ a emra kura ni hɔ a nsɛm bi se se emra kura ni hɔ a common sense e kyerɛ wɔ sɛ ye nyɛ ne saa ma ne yi enti no me message say next time BBC no na yema yani so na okakra me say African election sometimes bukata ne nyema bi eden ewuwum BBC ya e course de nkra ne tenase di asem na obedi for say nkra because ne e course e opandai hon ma ayi candidate NDC candidate no raise issues bebree including the BVD machines no crampo na yet be conduct elections ne say na issues here then e wo ho what you say I think say about 40 something 47 or so polling stations ne candidate may raise issues say e honom no challenges here then e wo ho out of the 152 polling stations are e wo ayi Kpandai honom no and say if nothing at all crampo na me feel say enka the returning officer na say EC officer na owo honom no say on so team here then team enya time editie na the like Emma asem no kra no say bibia say babia ba hye say bebe declare elections no hom one declare de no ho ene ne ya de edikan ne etoso mienu wo san kukuru ye esan de call tamale ho no ko declare ayi abato no wo declare no so kra mpo no nipa na ono nso ye ayi eki ayi ofrense men kan say personal no so won so ye aspirant ewom ono nso wa ma no kwan ama na ntimi anye den wa ntimi ama meti bi asay wo ye bibi say dia kyo say entwa yi elections no ye de ya adwuma enye yi ahu nti captain the me kan say min say sabre ya abase no the other side the NPP for ebi mo ba ye hu dede but they should know say bibi say die o ye ne dan a ba bia o de be ko bia say no obe den obedi for ma hu say wa san aye den wa appeal nyasa am say wa candidate no NPP candidate no asan appeal but to the same high court no but still no 30 days a court na hye ne de me give say 30 days no e be ba so because wa hye say judge no e hye 30 days no dia ma EC say on san fa nye rerun no eno no so nche say say court no esan den esane e ka se wa atwam but me kan say ono no pa ani on ko boaboa no hu ye because o eden a e be ba so say elections no so ba so dia enya dia obeden obewe ni nti captain ni emeti aka fa ho e ba so nkwa da nya dia
oh say aka say
and because say no de ekeka kwe no de ekeka kwe pa de ene no say to aba wo ayi ofrensen ba bia NDC be fa awoti ase because how na ye wom no ye ntimi nka say how no ni nyina so atwade na mmom ene no ye ho henhan ye kakra nti amanfo e wo evidence enough evidence say mebetimi dia endorse NDC candidate bia
Captain
innocent
Captain I think on this particular subject your friend Lucius shall say I think I had about one just will be a surprise because you know how the 2024 election was conducted and the 2020 some of these electoral malfeasances occasion on several places but the electoral commission at the time adopted a certain belligerent posture na omonye amenable to wisdom Ghana ni kanyansa sema wono mubu toy bi de so mo ye nyina ma ye bufa so ma a lot of the issues nyina kokodai 2024 elections the parliamentary elections asama asi e Kpandai nam so ma ye declare this particular election void no several of such kind that happen in many places Accra the electoral commission SSR election from eastern region from Kumasi and as for ebe creative center e wa Accra ha say at the time of your declaration not some of the your friends other party officials they were not there against all the someone among for Kenya no they never listen to anybody and the ruling ya Bible a secret to affirm some of the malfeasances that happen here during the election process and as a foreigner. And now you zoom back to certain conduct ni posture near my Koswama electoral commission then you give credence to a petition obi Eda come president say you remove the your friend saying easy boss ni the deputies in free ho nipa na watchro sa petition no ati your friend Joseph Blankson ono or your former IT administrator e electoral commission or ye adwuma ho according to him ya the assembly no so na ya fanyansa kwan so apam na free na kwatena fie for the past 2 years.
I mean oba.
Oh good oba enti ono no as an insider no e na wafa pen ni paper na watchro a petition and now they are come president na person ebe kwakoda di nti no and on san kwaye interview man for who say yes me the petition ko because the petition no submit no sumase ya ebia e ma bonte man for them until the president but osan kwaye interview just to put pressure on the system say
me I made the petition ko
me the petition ko so I mean I'm expecting that something will come out of it and I think there is no single person who submit a petition against the electoral commission any deputies are and so CD e will say because the crimes these people have committed ebia remove our crime enough because crimes enough for them to be languishing in jail because and I'm also and I'm manipa bebre nya omuwo e wo kroma say na ye do ko shaya your friends are voter region yantra kroma manipa your friend saying the whole 4 years I'm for kroma representation kra wo nya bi now to deny a whole population of your friends saying of parliamentary representation for a whole 4 years do you think easy yes you can asem and aside that you can nema a course in the 2020 elections and as for makacha say electoral commission there petition amount for the course you move through na bag ma e doso and a shas okrom ha people might think aban no buy I don't know shas here or we to na near state institution na for no but the fact of the matter na say so wo de wa dwen ko back na wo he nema jemensa ne boss man asa na akwabi kan say fa ne tete somewhere tete o se hwan and se muna kwa we yedi ne krom na se be kasafia wa kan kire Ghana for nya be ka se register ni bo na enua ne ye fence amponche nyina gu e no kwa de to abayi president o krom say at the time na Ghana for were genuinely expressing concern about the dignity and the sanctity of your electoral processor ye betimi afa kwan so aye nema sa kasafia we na omonam no mo kan kire yen. And the boss man said, "Jemensa, who says they are playing nice because they know that the tables have changed. But the fact of the matter is, crimes have been committed in the past, and a Ghana for any doubt and then there will be a submitted petition. And I am throwing a caution into air. Said this particular petition go through a more being being Gaza and will be no to the nearest electoral commission floor because say a particular institution a here resetter. It is the electoral commission because of a number akoso ewo kroma say and that is quite clear. And again on the side of the NPP we must suffer this particular way no you see now number 10 catch say the NPP as a political party ensua there captain and tells say what lose power now when you numbers like 88 seats in parliament you don't go into elections and consistently you are losing the numbers omo lose saying if you say you're a general election, they don't say no free. And the likelihood of another person getting out is quite clear.
We come to.
Okay. And the likelihood so be free being high. And you see, Sandy might be saying no. Me say this particular election, could have been NDC on the other side could have just let it go and then as a forum. But Captain. So her posturing and the conduct of certain individuals in parliament, especially somebody like Afenyo Markin, the way of conducting who on parliament and then as a forum, some of these things will give rise to Tanyama way and people will pursue it or with all their energy. So we hear title sorry ne case some interview no more na. Or say ne client not chop petitions for Chief Justice it's because of Afenyo Markins. Afenyo Markin is the reasoner or the whole side abufoni nyina kokoye de oyeye no. This not say conduct no mugu parliament or more na de bia man for kan ho asem no. Whenever you are in opposition, this is not the way to behave. Some belligerent sitting on high horses, arrogant, that kind of way no. Yemfa ni opposition yachi because captain, so we opposition party you are supposed to have a good relationship with the people because you are in opposition and you become a voice of the people. But then it's the opposite. It is rather the government that the people see say you find solace in the government more than the opposition. Because near opposition, that is not what they are doing. Near that is what they are doing. And consistently, you are losing your numbers. It means you are not learning. So I think there's a more party in sorry, no more pay will be a said, or a cool, level headed person, or a bit reasonable, not on your arrogant. Nobody to me at straightening affairs of the party in opposition, as a be, or more to me put or more assessing together. Maybe the NPP can find its mojo back and maybe act as a responsible political party. Now, the I'm not sure say any issue will come and anybody will sympathize with them because as opposition, even what you're supposed to do, that is not what you're doing. And I think that so I'm taking some of these things very seriously. I think that more now yes, the numbers will continue to decline because some of the cases are in the pipeline and they are coming. Says the president Kufo so kan muntie
David on fee omo ye bibia kwa en country
yes
say o kan bentio tell ma na be wa ba mu no na be ha no nya hwe
okay
and besi sesi ya omo ye bibia kwa omo mo na man
say yes he who the gods want to kill the first make him mad. So that is exactly they are in a state I want answer sama what's it
madness na be wo
obi aka nya answer sama muntie na no they see what your friend is saying parliament do vetting your friend is saying in some nights I want to now be sending part because the chief justice said something which I was expecting the opposition to take him on or can I say I tell you case you know or man 70 years because no slow so kwaba or baba attacking the family you don't say that particular issue no can I was expecting the NPP to just pick on that particular issue but I'm so responsible opposition party that particular issue what's so we could have also paying because this is the job of an opposition party say asema papa can you take him on that particular way. Say, oh, jail will be 70 years because of this. Then, as opposition, you have a reasonable grounds to say, no, you disagree. You don't put people in jail based on personal discretion or personal preferences and that's a form. But did you hear anything from them? Then the panel go through vetting area. The most experienced person then during the approval phase, you know, that is where you go there to do this concert. Ghana for TV so more has let the process go through. And never no more, they were rather insulting everybody around. Because, Captain, remember the TV was asking me who said, I said, I said, Madame in the class, no, we didn't say, and I was very angry. So Captain, I cannot cry, who had TV and never night to Parliament, no, when because that day, the agenda of the day, the budget. We were told that budget will be read 2 o'clock. Your TV station made provisions for that. I know that what happened. The budget was read around 2 o'clock. Don't you think that Parliament owned Ghanaians an apology? Your station maybe
it was around 4:05.
And so with TV station, I want make it because TV yes also they open away more programs line up. And I want making sure say budget in say 2 o'clock. And you want make provisions maybe
4, 5.
Exactly. I don't think that is a concern since that day. Basically, no one will be apologizing to the people of this country.
The house of their own.
No. It's not the house of your own. Mine and your dear parliament. You are there working for the people of this country. Who says the house of your own? And I will quite here. The parliament is the parliament of the people. They are as our representative. They must respect us.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Primary school.
Because primary school.
That mean Krubenzo.
Because we say Oko drop out Krubu friend of those who are on a McCoy.
And Oko senior high school.
Because Techimai.
Yes. Teacher secondary school.
Yes.
And Oko University.
University of Ghana.
No wonder.
Captain, and that is the reality.
Because if you answer the year,
Captain, that is the reality. That is the reality because you see, you are there representing people. It's not about you.
Wow.
It is about the vast majority of people watching you. And you see, if you sit in parliament and think that because you are honorable, you are super, you are a joke. Because people sitting on TV watching you, know, some are far more knowledgeable, intelligent, more exposed than you can ever be. You are there because of opportunity being about the Nipa. So that is not a platform that you can making sure that people are watching you. If you have your grievance, Parliament and Ankasa process, you know, I will room for some your friends addressing some of these concerns. Anything that you open, say, vetting, now. The nominee is there. You have number of questions about Bisano to seek clarity to whatever understanding be our, but you don't forgo, you don't waive the vetting and say, oh, men call vetting, you know. I drew the approval way now. You better approve Ghana for TV. Let us approve the person because the committee has recommended that he should go through. That's not the time to turn it into a debate and then let the budget slide. Budget is a It took about 3 days and some me who the home. Because time and now more every day budget. Now I was doing something different because me making sure that 2 o'clock is the time. I'm using my time to do something different. So I know the whole agenda was to just push the budget behind the bars. And they succeeded in doing that. And the Speaker of Parliament allowed them to do that. That is what the last time I'm saying is going forward, we need a more younger, your friends are quite assertive, strong person to sit in Parliament as a speaker. It's enough. I think that we need young people. We are very strong, very assertive to sit there and make sure they put the house together. Because sometimes we say no, or you just shut it down. You don't allow it to happen. That is why Parliament loses credibility in this country. How many people are running? Survey how many Ghanaians and a war respect for that particular institution. The results will shock you. But this is an institution that's supposed to be the further the interest of the people of this country. So for me, I think that and I think that we need to make sure a democracy anchored in state institutions. Some of these institutions might be seen to be working for the people of this country. The mere fact that you free different political parties doesn't mean that you got to parliament and and no, that is not what Ghanaians want. At this time, every young person out there are interested about policies and programs. That is what Ghana for her. First, Nana, about for men ya wo meto so ya fense ya wo meto chinie sa class those primitive political orientation and then people are looking at real issues among we buy then why am me they all holiday no and people do comparative analysis. They look at the economic space, look at how things are going. Now we just so they turn about and so we are politicians now we are just say you will still be sitting in the past thinking say we are still in 2000 and 1992. You will be digging your own grave because young people of today are very smart, very intelligent, very assertive, very analytical. They go through issues and see say we will continue to embarrass ourselves on TV, and then Parliament has become so unattractive. I don't even remember the last time meeting a team that had the and then can be comedy your friends show. Yes, maybe a comedy show because comedy show now is no different from what you see on TV. Where men are more, you see that these are men who should be men of integrity sitting on TV and embarrassing themselves. Argument, sometimes you listen to the quality of argument. I think that you see, they need to reconduct themselves. No who say they are there representing people. The interest of the people is paramount. Your individual, your friends' preferences, your party, whatever, and then you need to curtail it a bit and go with a larger national interest because Ghana for now more that is what they expect from you. You don't go and sit in Parliament and be engaging in some of these things. That is why the last time the Speaker was telling them, you cannot force the people of this country to respect you when you don't respect yourself. You sit in the house there, you don't respect yourself, you want me to respect you. You appear before a committee to do a vetting and it ends up with your friend saying, no trouble we have for there. And if you consistently do this, you want people to respect you. I think that you see, they need to, because Parliament they consistently the integrity drag it into the gutters on daily basis, and Ghanaians are losing respect. And if they don't see this and continue to do the way about and maybe better will be Ghana form when you have internet say issue banner is about Parliament, about say Saren, you saw the reaction on social media. You saw the reaction on social media. You saw the reaction. That's right. That is how it reflected how the larger Ghanaians see the institution. There is no respect. So I think they must begin showing themselves respect, and that respect, or reflect in Ghanaians, and Ghanaians will accord them the respect that they deserve.
In fact, Madam Fubibro, by the power he invested in me, you are not talking again. Abba!
A captain, you were bufu. Oh, no cray. And you were bufu. Name a cost of bufu. Especially the day
Chief Justice.
Chief Justice, And I was even sorry for him. I have President Koforidua didn't call Supreme Court.
Yes.
And he has been there for way. Yes. And I heard the trajectory never Wakoma, he's a very experienced person. Very experienced.
So you could for boy into no. Yes. Chief Justice. Send
the issue is election petition.
Yes, Kufuor boy.
And he was on the bench for 1 good year without even, they didn't even assign him to a case.
1 year pay.
Oh, yo.
Otna, over court people to a court office will be a money case behind
you see? Anti-state institution a man for the year or more day or more personal way. You don't do that. Now say people now about na maybe they say go and sit before the vetting committee, ask him all the questions that you need as to whether Tokono was unlawfully removed or not. I don't know, Chief Justice on now fan. I don't know, it's on your appointed way. That is not his business. Committee necessity and fan who be. So every beef you know where to resolve those issues. And never na Ghana for any abrese could be send the question to know whether he's competent or not. That's what they require answer. I think they need to set up. Maybe President Kufuor, maybe do not or save the party now. He should rise and save the party. Maybe that will help.
Lucius,
Captain.
Can we be a Ivan bibi non kan wi na
Mate. Well, I all kasa na miti ayi na consistently na kasa as opposition niam bi e se be ye. Bentum nya we see NPP for abewo opposition CCA. Ye niam bebre a hye bebo. Time na NPP wo aban mu no. Na bentum nka. Be fi se baba opposition sa time we ne se be de den. But the Casotia Nurachia na Toshi. In summer or Babonti, Ebeki Kaya.
No, no, fees and cannot be over me side. No, have be to find there.
Ah, I mean, no, there were no Casano. I saw Ubikita remote agent and say, no, all control say on Keka, Sans, Ghost. Nami who say, so a befu biano a bumpa and canyon woman over day. Or Becan. What I say, but not a choice say. Ewa ban mu no ensa na Ghana for air kind of complaints na Ghana for air nyina no na ban kasa no benim ba ya we enso na bentimi de bentimi nka including even former president Koforidua kra no ontimi de ontimi nka basem ene afeno makinsa obubobo ni din hwe damage ba ko a o ye ss obeh enura chi mami bebe ready budget mami bi begina ayi social media we say obi mu year interview na oye retrospective analysis into 2026 budget year one mami american one MPB
yes
adia ayi budget ya read ya 2026 budget
onye hu say reflected
onu hu say I reflected what you say
these people are masquerading in parliament
maybe
and you as a leader no instead of you to orient them your job not even
what you say onya proper orientation what because obi afa no aba parliament kakra bia no asori api kakra bia no asori api obede kwa no ahu ne e koso ontimu follow he what you say embarrassment obeye ode bae say we minority leader say otimi si uti ase na uhu say one kasa no ani mu agu ase because one man no proper orientation because e ba ne saying budget ya read ya akra kitwa kra oto honim say budget we no is against next year na obi a ono le ofra no say oye MP etim be gina oba kan say won hu say budget no a reflect it what you say ntina say wonu as a minority leader no krampo no wonya waduma ye e parliament entino ayi offense captain be numbers no de so be so e be so ate ti de so be so ate
anyway Ivan can we mommy shall see free sort of a dear BC services yeah
okay dear Mr. Smart, greetings from the ISC Holdings Limited, an international security consultancy firm incorporated under the laws of Israel and with headquarters in Israel. We acknowledge receipt of your email request on the subject above, but some background due diligence had to be conducted to establish your identity within the Ghanaian society, hence the delay in responding to your request. Our company is known globally for delivering cutting-edge security solutions, management of high-level security projects, and training of specialized units for intelligence and law enforcement organizations. We achieve this using seasoned professionals with extensive experience acquired through years of service in security and intelligence agencies, including the Israeli Special Security Services.
Yeah, man, trust me. the culture say Chokrata if you Ghana hako Israel. Na me pay information be every company be or supply security solutions systems. I copy yem papa baba Kamara the warehouse. Our national security for egusu yusu sesia. Ade no yeto ne saying yetua carry. Why ne be maintaining? And also want them to say. Krata 3 paragraphs per and a mama minia Ivan Akai. Yami